Hello, 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 hello. Welcome everybody, welcome everybody, welcome everybody. Man, sad day, man. Sad day. We got breaking news out of uvalde, uvalde, Texas. Another mass shooting. Another mass shooting. What is the world coming to? 14 children killed. One teacher killed. You know, we send our children to school for education. We send our children to school, to socialize amongst friends. Who could ever imagine sending your child to school and getting a phone call that your child's school has been shot up? Not only that your child's school has been shot up, that there's 14 children deceased. And as a parent, not knowing whether one of those 14 children could be yours. I can't even fathom the feeling, the thought of that feeling. I'm gonna let some people come on in here, man. What's up, Miss Lady T? What's up, Sydney? Man, this world needs prayer. This world needs Jesus, man. Every time you turn around, it's something different. Innocent people, lives being taken. Innocent women being snatched up off the streets. Innocent children being kidnapped off just walking home or outside playing. We living in some terrible times, y'all. I'm telling y'all. We living in some terrible times, man. We living in terrible times right now. Love on y'all children. Love on y'all family. Man, we never know. You never know, man. Innocent people, man. Innocent people. Innocent children, man. When is we gonna stop blaming this? And every time it's a mass shooting, or anytime a tragic go down, they want to blame it on mental health, mental illness. Man, stop. That can't be an excuse for people with hate in their heart, evil doing. We gotta stop mixing evil with. We gotta stop mixing evil with mental. That's two different things, man. That's two different things, man. That's a cop out. It's so easy for them to say somebody is mentally ill, but this mentally disturbed person had the common sense to go up in the school and shoot innocent children. Y'all say this person is mentally ill, right? A mentally ill person got the common sense to drive 200 miles and go inside a convenience store and shoot elderly people, a mentally disturbed person. You mean to tell me will point a gun at a person that looks like him and say, "Oh, I'm sorry," after shooting 5 or 6 people? Y'all want to call that mental illness? Are y'all sure? Are y'all sure that it's mental illness? Man, I'm so hurt right now, bro. I just picked my son up from school, man. I just picked my son up from school. I just hugged my son, man. I picked my son up. I just hugged my son, man. You know why? You know why? I tell y'all. You know why? When I picked my son up from school, I just hugged my son, man. I hugged my son. When I picked my son up from school, I hugged my son so tight, man. Cause I know for a fact, bro, it's 14 children. It's 14 children that ain't going home today. That went to school this morning for education, man. That is hurt. That hurt me. That hurt me as a man. That hurt me as a father. That hurt me as a parent. You send your child to school. You go off to work. You thinking your child's safe. And a random act of violence just take place like this. This is not okay. This is nowhere near okay. This is starting to become normal, man. Why should we know? Why should we have to live with the thought of, man, is my child gonna come home today? You take your child to school, you gotta live with the thought of my child gonna come home today. You going to work, you gotta make sure when you go to work, is everybody that you work with okay today? Because you never know if your employee may decide, if a coworker may decide, fuck it, I want to end it today. Man, I'm so hurt right now, bro. I'm so hurt right now. My heart feels for those families, man. My heart feels for those families. They got to go out there and wait on every child to come out of this auditorium to realize that my child was one of those children. You got to wait on each one of these children to come out of here for you to realize that my child was one of those 14 children. One teacher killed. Y'all know, and this is the person right here, right? This is the shooter. Man, this is the shooter. Oh, he was apprehended. He was apprehended. According to the news, he was apprehended. According to the news, he was apprehended. Well, we got people that looks like us just for a simple routine stop. Don't make it home. A routine traffic violation. Don't make it home. But these mass shooters can go in here and kill up 10, 15, 20 people and somehow seem to get apprehended. Make it make sense! sense of this shit. How the hell y'all apprehend mass shooters, but y'all kill people with no weapon? All right, J-Rock. I know earlier today when I first got it, when they were first confirming everything, it was a reporter said that he was apprehended, whatever the situation may be. I'm not sure, but look at this dude, man. Just look at this dude. Oh, there's more. You know, they won't say it's mental health, right? Mental health, right? A mentally challenged person got this common sense to go up in a school and shoot 14 innocent children. Children, man. Make it make sense. Now, I ordered a little bit of this. It ain't the best quality, but you know, you can hear a little bit of it.
Up loud.
Back of the school here. We're actually at the front of the school, at the corner of Geraldine Street, very near the turnaround in the front. Looks like that's where the source command center is set up, kind of the source of the investigation there. That's where the majority of law enforcement has been gathered for the last hour or so. They do have all these streets blocked off over here. No one is allowed through here. Around anywhere around this scene. They do have the school blocked off with crime tape and officers guarding each perimeter of the campuses. In fact, this is as close as we can get at this time. We do know that FBI is here. We recently saw their crime scene investigation team walk over to the scene as well. We have seen Texas Rangers, DPS, Border Patrol, and all the local law enforcement out here today. And we say state troopers and Border Patrol, we have state and federal agents, but they're also local law enforcement as well. This is a very tight-knit community. These Border Patrol agents, these DPS troopers, their children also live and thrive in this community and perhaps even go to this elementary school. Earlier today, when I got out here, shortly after something had happened with that suspect at the time, when first we heard he was in custody, just seeing the officers' faces walk from the crime scene this way, you could just see the tragedy in their faces that unfolded inside that building today. In fact, Sheriff Nolasco of Uvalde County told me right before I got here.
So, I mean, and I may not have said that the killer was dead right then, but that's the report that I was watching earlier today when they said that the suspect was in custody. That's the only reason why I said that they was able to apprehend this suspect, because that news reporter stated is deceased or not. I'm not sure. If they report he's deceased, then I mean, may God be with him. But it's sad, man. It's sad, bro. It's sad, man. 14 children, man. I mean, the Buffalo shooting, those was all elderly people. Why are they attacking the elderly? Why are they attacking the children? This is not okay. This just don't sit well with me, man. And the last day of school for my son was tomorrow. told my son, you're not going to school tomorrow. I'm not sending you to school tomorrow. I don't even know how to feel as a parent now when it comes to school. You send your child to school to get an education, man. You send your child to school to just, you know, learn and have fun. I mean, man, how man in the United States, and we already said, how many of y'all said when we saw, if I'm not the one, I know I'm not the only one who said it's gonna be another shoot next. It's gonna be another shoot. It's the type of shit that comes behind bullshit like that. I know I'm not the only one who said it's gonna be another shooting coming real soon. I just did not know it was gonna be fucking innocent children, man. Something in my heart said this shit is finna spark shootings all across the United States. Because this is the shit that people do. These people, the way that they operate, they send signs. All they need is one person to take action. And all of a sudden it's a domino effect. It creates a domino effect. Man, it's people out there looking for their children and can't get no answers. And what you're seeing there is families sitting there you have families that have to sit here and wait for these children.
Upload.
Back
These
of
families
the
got to
school
wait
here.
for
We're
children
actually
to
at
be
the
released.
front of the school,
Yes, to see
at
if
the
their
corner
child
of
gonna come
Geraldine
out.
Street, very near the turnaround in the front. Looks like that's where the source command center is set up, kind of the source of the investigation there. That's where the majority of law enforcement has been gathered for the last hour or so. They do have all these streets blocked off over here. No one is allowed through here. Around anywhere around this scene. They do have the school blocked off with crime tape and officers guarding each perimeter of the campuses. In fact, this is as close as we can get at this time. We do know that FBI is here. We recently saw their crime scene investigation team walk over to the scene as well. We have seen Texas Rangers, DPS, Border Patrol, and all the local law enforcement out here today. And we say state troopers and Border Patrol, we have state and federal agents, but they're also local law enforcement as well. This is a very tight-knit community. These Border Patrol agents, these DPS troopers, their children also live and thrive in this community and perhaps even go to this elementary school. Earlier today, when I got out here, shortly after something had happened with that suspect at the time, when first we heard he was in custody, just seeing the officers' faces walk from the crime scene this way, you could just see the tragedy in their faces that unfolded inside that building today. In fact, Sheriff Nolasco of Uvalde County told me right before I got here, this is our worst nightmare has just happened. He said it's just horrific. And now that we're learning what happened today, it is horrific. And our prayers go out to this community and those families today. Deb and Audrey, I'm going to send it back to you.
All right. Thanks so much, Vanessa. And we just learned from Uvalde CISD's Facebook page that they are actually moving that press conference to a Facebook Live. So that's going to be aired live on the Uvalde PD Facebook page as well as the Uvalde CISD Facebook page. But we do have a crew there at the Civic Center where parents were being reunited with children. We want to go up to Victoria DeLeon, who's been speaking with those families. Victoria.
Hey, Audrey, it is just the devastation, the heartbreak is just palpable here. I will say in the past 20 minutes at least, I have not seen a lot of parents come out with their kids. I have seen parents come in and then come out maybe 10 minutes later without them. Just a few minutes ago, I spoke to one man who was here looking for his niece. They've been kind of getting the runaround and they have not been able to find his niece, so we are absolutely praying for the best possible outcome for that family. Other families walking out with their kids over the last hour or so, understandably, visibly upset. We do want to be very respectful during this very difficult time, so we have not been pushing them too hard to talk to us about one of the scariest days of their lives. But if I take a step out right now, you can see that it is still mostly just district officials, staff, a lot of media, and of course law enforcement. Uvalde CISD did say that the dismissal process is taking place at on their campuses. They're asking that parents please stay in their vehicles while picking up their children. And over, I want to say an hour ago, parents were asked to start picking up their students at the regular dismissal times at those campuses. Now, earlier today, there was this whiteboard with about more than a dozen teacher names. Those are the teachers' classrooms who were brought to the De Leon Civic Center. But again, Audrey, we're still seeing some parents, family members, and loved ones walk into the building and then coming out a few moments later without any students. So we are not totally sure how many people are in there or how many students are in there, but it's something that we are going to stay out here and keep an eye on. Audrey, Deb.
All right. Thank you so much, Vanessa.
Man. God damn. Oh, bro. Man. Whew. Man. Jesus. We don't even know what to say at this point, man. I don't know what to say, bro. Innocent children. Innocent children. Whew. Innocent children, man. Let's just continue. I mean, let's just pray for healing in that community, man. Let's pray for the families that have to deal with this tragic event. You know, pray for the family that has to deal with this tragic event, man. Whew, man, y'all, I'm too emotional right now to continue this live, man. touched me in a different way, bro. This bothered me on a whole nother level, you know. So I just wanted to bring the news to y'all and let y'all be up to date on what's going on. I really ain't got much more to say, man. We just gonna pray for the families that were victim of this senseless act of violence. You know, because this ain't no mental illness. There wasn't no mental illness, mental health, none of that. Every time these type of situations go on, the first thing people want to holler is mental health, mental illness. Nah, these are acts of violence, man. These are acts of violence. Simple as that. Anytime somebody prey on innocent people, innocent children, those aren't people with mental illness conditions. Those are people who are committing acts of violence, man. And you just wake up and go into school. It's now it's gonna have to be a standard, man. School policing. School policing, man. It's gonna have to be mandatory. We gotta figure out how these people gonna keep our kids secure when going to school. The last thing you thinking as a parent, you take your child to school, is that your child may not make it home. Why should you have to be worried about that? When you're taking your child to a place to learn. Man. But I tell y'all, I'm gonna be getting up out of here though.
We're living in a day and time where being politically correct is popular.
This live right here should have had 100 people in.
We're living in a day and time where everybody's saying the name God, but nobody wants to say the name Jesus. We don't want to offend the Muslims. We don't want to offend the Jews. We don't want to offend the Arabs. And so therefore we crucify him of flesh. But I want you to know that there will come a time when every Muslim